This video will be about starting compounding inside the ISO class 5 environment. Before you introduce any item inside the ISO class 5 environment, you shall wipe with an appropriate disinfectant. The arrangement of items inside the ISO class 5 is very important. Always try to keep the first air coming from the HEPA filter inside the hood in contact with the critical parts. Don't block the air. Always manage or handle the items from the B-side part. Okay, don't handle from the upper part to avoid any interruption of the air, which will be in contact with the septum, which is a critical part of the vial. So we will handle all items from the B-side. We'll disinfect the septum 3 times using alcohol swab and allow to dry. Now we will prepare mini bag stock. We'll arrange the mini bag inside the hood in an order which does not block the air, the first air, to be in contact with the critical sites, so will not overcrowd the hood. Okay. Also take care that any item can make a zone of turbulence of the first air. That's why we will make a space between each object like vial and the other vial with a space like 3 volumes of the object. Then I will start the docking of the mini bag plus with the vials. Take care that crowding bags over each other can interrupt the first air which comes from the hood, so this practice shall be avoided. If we have a common bag, we shall put the open date and time for the bag. While withdrawing solution from reconstituted vial, I shall handle from the B-side part. Okay. I will disinfect critical sites for bags, vials 3 times in the same direction and allow to dry. Then I will transfer the solution using a C grasp, or I will hold on the vial from up and down to avoid blocking the air become in contact with the septum and needle, as they are critical parts. Also, while I will transfer the solution, I shall transfer the solution in a way that does not block the air coming from the HEPA filter. You can see here the C grasp. Also, while withdrawing, I shall not touch the plunger. I shall not touch any critical part of the needle, of the vial, of the bag, to avoid introducing any contamination inside. One of the wrong practices that shall be avoided if I will withdraw or reconstitute. Now I'm exposing the septum away from the HEPA filter, the first air that comes from HEPA filter. Also, I'm working in an outside part of the hood. I should work inside at least 6 inches from each side. And also, I should transfer the medication in a way that doesn't block the air coming from the HEPA filter. See now in the picture, if I will work in the outside part of the hood, this is far from the first air. Also, while I will add the medication, now the bag is critical part is exposed in opposite to the first air, so it's not exposed to the first air. We shall always keep critical side in contact with the first air coming from the hood. While I clean the hood, I should clean by wiping, not spraying. Avoid splashing any liquid into the filter, as this can affect the filter. If I have preparation from a glass ampule, first I will disinfect the ampule 3 times in the same direction, then I will open the ampule, then I will take the medication using filter needle. Then after withdrawing the medication with filter needle in a way also not blocking the air coming from the HEPA filter, I will change the filter needle with regular needle and transfer it to the final container. Make sure that the final container critical part, the port, additive port, is already wiped with alcohol also. For the sharp item, it should be discarded in sharp container. If I have preparation for a ready-made item, I will use only syringe with needle and final container, like in this video, 500 ml container. I will disinfect the septum 3 times, same direction. Of course, all item before being introduced inside the hood, it's already wiped with an alcohol. We will transfer the needed volume using needle and syringe. Take care while you open the needle, don't touch any part of the needle, as the needle, all parts are critical part. Now the volume needed shall be transferred or withdrawn, then it will be transferred to the final bag. After adjusting the volume, we'll transfer to the bag. Take care that we have 2 circles inside, one for addition of the medication and one for administration. The small one is for addition of the medication. We will use it, and we will leave the large port, which is for administration, for nurses to use it before administration. After the preparation, we will check if there is any rubber went inside. Make visual inspection. Then we will cover the critical part with the seal inside the hood. See, the circle inside the seal will be over the administration port.